typical Pete Dye course. I mean, I think it's quite generous off the tee. You will find a bunker maybe on one side of the fairway, on the left side on one hole, and then the right side on the other hole. And of course, I mean, it depends on the conditions will be. I mean, today when we walked around the golf course, it was, towards the wetter side, meaning there's not a lot of roll. So, the course is playing longer, a lot of carry. But, obviously it puts a premium hitting on the right side of the fairway. And then the greens, very different size. Some bunkers, but not necessarily right at the greens. So there's a lot of chipping areas. The greens were fairly flat. I mean, there was some undulation on the golf course, but in general, just not a lot of elevation changes. I like the fact that there was a variety of holes, meaning we have 4 par 3s, but we had 5 par 5s. So there's a lot of opportunities to be aggressive because some of them were reachable in 2 and some of them were not. So it looks like they're trying to make you play every club in the bag, and it'll be interesting to see how it sets up for a match play situation. It's so hard to say. I mean, just like anything, you got to play well. I mean, this is a course you got to play well, and if distance isn't a priority, then you certainly want to have a long hitter doing well here. So it's certainly too early to tell. Who knows what August will be 2017 if it will play firm and fast. I haven't really seen the rough yet, and that's something that certainly the hometown or home country team can decide how, where the rough lines will be, how thick the rough will be, the fast. The speed of the greens. I mean, there's a lot of things as a home team you can decide. So today was more just of a general feel, getting the feel of what to expect and experience when we come back. Well, I mean, there's, I thought the 10th hole was pretty. It's a par 4, little dogleg left. It had the little creek in front, and there's some par 5s are different down the road, downhill or uphill, and but this thing is in match play, that every hole early on will matter. You don't know how many matches will come down the stretch, so there might be some players that won't even give a chance to play the last few holes. I would say that there's a few factors that you look at when you decide on the 4 picks. I mean, first of all, I think players needs to play well so that they're even in contention as far as just putting their names in the hat, and then the course, and then experience, and then personalities, and it was a lot of factors. But yeah, the course certainly matters, and now I have a feel for the course, and I'm hoping to come back here before the real matches begin. Walking away here, I mean, it seems like a little bit of a, you can hit it, you can use your driver a lot here. It's not that much strategy off the tee. Obviously, you need to have control of the ball, but it seems like you can be very aggressive off the tee. There's only a few holes where I felt like it was getting narrow up with the landing area, and of course, if you have the freedom and kind of can be a little bit more relaxed on the tee, they will hit some shorter irons into these greens. So, but certainly you gotta know your game, and there's some holes where hitting it further might not be an advantage, because then you have a downhill lie, and if you have a downhill lie to an uphill green, so to speak, it could be, it makes you want to think a little bit. So I think it'd be exciting, and of course, every time there's match play, it puts strategy so important. It's different to play stroke play where maybe more consistency pays off. Match play, I mean, every hole is really a new match, so you can't be too conservative.